Hello everyone, Foreboding Angel here. I'm going to be playing through the Total Annihilation campaign. For now, just the ARM side, and then do the core side later. I actually started doing this yesterday, but I ran into a little trouble with FS Split. It decided to crash and be stupid yesterday, so alright, let's get this going. Okay, I am assuming that this is going to conform to my screen correctly. If it doesn't, I will deal with it quickly. Alright. I actually had already started a campaign. I was actually 4 missions into it, but I'll start it over again. The audio had issues and things too. Thank you, FS Split. But here we go.
It was near the end of the war, and after 4,000 years the Core Empire stood on the brink of final victory over the ARM Rebellion. ARM forces throughout the galaxy were overwhelmed by the superior numbers and firepower of the ruthless Core. Their bid for freedom nearly lost. The battered remnants of the ARM military clustered in the single star system which contained its home world, Empyreon. Empyreon too would have fallen were it not for the skill of the sole surviving ARM commander. A shrewd tactician and resourceful warrior, the commander took advantage of the system's relative isolation and was able to keep the enemy at bay. ARM troops weathered wave after wave of Core attacks, and it seemed as though they would be able to do so indefinitely. The stalemate ended when a small Core insertion team managed to slip through planetary defenses and establish the last of a chain of space-folding galactic gates which led directly to the surface of Empyreon. A decoy engagement was staged at the ARM outpost on the outer planet of Calibran in order to lure the commander away from Empyreon, leaving the planet virtually defenseless. The invasion began.
Okay, so Mission 1. Establish a guard detail around the Galactic Gate. Priority critical. Core agents have somehow breached our security and are on Empyreon. Worse yet, the commander is off-planet and Core waits in an ambush near the gate through which he must return. Take your units to the gate and secure it. Our commander must return safely or we are lost. Info feed. The gate is located in the crater to the north. Expect Core patrols. Alrighty, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start this. The in-game menu is actually really tiny in resolution. It's like, I have no idea. It looks like it might be 640 by 480, but anyway. And so, supposedly, FF Split is going to increase the screen size to the full 1080p when the game actually starts. Because the game itself will be in 1080, but the menu stuff is all kinds of funky, so we'll see if it actually works. Alright. Yeah, it works! Yay! Good deal. Okay, alright, so I have all my stuff here. Oh boy. Okay, one thing I did not mention is that, long story short, the original speed of Total Annihilation is way too slow for me. So, we're going to go up to speed 10. Alright. Much easier unit control, and it's, in my opinion, it's a lot more fun to play it this way, but it's just me. We'll also be doing this on hard as well. Up here is the Galactic Gate. That's where I need to get to from here, so shouldn't be real hard. Alright. Random thud, not a problem. Alright. I could actually separate my units into groups and control them a bit more effectively, but honestly, this mission is just a primer. There's no real need to do super micro or anything. And there we go. Okay, alright, so good deal. One thing, let me go ahead and save this. Whoops, and I'll just save it over my original. I'm going to go into the main menu, and I'm going to turn the unit acknowledgements off. Mainly because I tend to do a lot of clicking, and hearing.
Although they had managed to free the captured gate and return their commander to Empyrean, armed troops continued to weather attacks by core forces in increasing numbers. It became apparent that the core had managed to construct a K-bot lab somewhere on Empyrean itself and was building an army as fast as it could.
Oh, okay. That's the end of it. Yeah, so anyway, the unit acknowledgements, they get kind of annoying after a while, so I'll just get it off of there. But okay, mission 2. Build a base and destroy the core K-bot lab. Special priority. Core has established a K-bot lab on Empyrean. Remove its loathsome presence before the core strengthens its foothold on our homeworld. Info feed. The K-bot lab is located across the river to the south. Expect core patrols. Alright. I will expect them then. Okay. Give me just a moment. I needed to hop out of the game just real quick, so okay, alright, and we are back. So let's go ahead and start this puppy. Ah, yeah, I was actually mentioning this yesterday. One thing that's nice about Total Annihilation is the fact that during the pause screens, you could actually still macro up and give orders and stuff, like, you know. Actually, let me stop that, I don't want them to do that. But it was kind of nice, because even if you were a new player, you could have the skill ceiling, or I should say the skill curve flattened a little bit. Because if you, let's say you were in a skirmish with an AI, or you were in a mission or something like that, you could pause the game and do some of your macro stuff and still concentrate what was going on, instead of just having no reprieve whatsoever. So it was actually a really nice gameplay thing. But alright, so we are on 10 speed. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Press spacebar brings up that. Here we go. So let's figure out exactly where the hells we are. Ah! Okay. Oh, looky here. Okay. So initially, I think we're just going to spam a whole bunch of peewees. While I'm at it, I'm gonna take my commander up there. Oops. Missed the other one. Oh, well. Commander laser will do it. Alright, there we go. So, I can't build radar yet. Alright. So that should take care of them. We're gonna need some heavier firepower though, I think. Should be a land bridge here down to the south. And it appears the only way I'm going to end up with more metal resources is to claim, so. Alright. See what we've got. Oh boy, okay, alright. We're gonna need some more firepower. Okay, let's actually slow this down to 1 peewee for every 2 hammers. Hammers, you would think they would be my second favorite unit in Total Annihilation, and I was always very partial to the Thud. Thuds were absolutely my favorite unit in Total Annihilation. But the hammers have this irritating as hell unpack time. Look at this. See, they just sit there and aim, but not only that, their little tops have to flip up too. It makes them very difficult to use. If not irritating. Oh boy, there we go. We're gonna need some more energy. Let's go ahead and take care of that. So yeah, their usefulness is diminished quite a bit in Total Annihilation, which is a bit of a shame. Because a Thud is such an excellent unit. Okay, we've got plenty of forces. Let's raise some hell. Oh wait, you know what? Nope, can't get through there. Never mind. We'll just have to grin and bear it. Lucky for me, peewees are kind of the equivalent of zerglings in Total Annihilation. Not really, but sort of. Okay, here's our target here. Let's see if we can just take it out and ignore the rest of the stuff. Yeah. Alright. Good work. Pat myself on the back. Hey, Jazzcash. Alright. So, let's go on. The missions start out kind of lackluster in a way. But, you gotta remember, this was 1997. RTS games weren't very prevalent. I mean, you had Command and Conquer, which had the really cool cinematic stories and stuff like that. But, you know, RTS games were fairly foreign back then, and so you kind of had to start people out softly. Still do, really.
It was during the conflict on Imperion that armed scientists made a dramatic breakthrough with a new type of all-terrain tank. The control brain tissue for these vehicles was hybridized with clusters of nerve cells from spiders. This allowed them to overcome the perceptual difficulties which had previously made such complex modes of locomotion impossible. The new spider tanks would give the arm a considerable advantage on difficult terrain.
Alright, Mission 3. Secure the Spider ATV units. One Spider must survive. Bring one of the Spider tanks back to your base. Priority 1. A group of the experimental spider ATVs have been isolated behind enemy lines. The spiders are armed with an effective paralyzer weapon, but will depend on your units to clear a path through for them. The spider's paralyzer weapon and superior spider technology must not fall into core hands. Info feed. Core has numerous patrols searching for the spiders. Build your base quickly and secure a spider tank. Reclamation technology accelerates energy and metal acquisition. Okay, let's get started. I do love this game. Absolutely do. This is definitely one of my favorite games from my childhood. And except for yesterday, this is probably the first time I've played it in 10 years. Of course, it doesn't exactly work on Windows that well. Or it hasn't until recently. You can pick up the Commander pack from Good Old Games for $6. And this is running the Commander pack as well as the Community Beta patch, which is patch 3.901, I believe. The latest, or the last patch that Cave Dog, the company that created TA, the last patch that they officially put out before they went under was 3.1, and 3.9.01 adds tons and tons of community-made features in the past 10 years. So let's get started. Speed 10? Alright, good deal. Okay, need to do a little scouting. Okay. One thing that is interesting about this mission is that eventually an AK finds your spiders, and if you wait too long after that, a thud shows up. Which actually, let's see if I can move these guys over here. I'm hoping if they stay put there, they might not get spotted quite so quickly. Now I could build vehicles, and there's probably a flash tank in there, but I love my K-bots. So we're gonna stick with K-bots for now. And okay. Let's get some point defense out. And also, the best thing to love about the original Total Annihilation is the soundtrack, of course. If you're not familiar with Total Annihilation, the soundtrack was written and composed by Jeremy Soule, who was he did the soundtrack for the original Guild Wars 2, and all the Supreme Commanders, I believe, as well as he's done a lot of high-profile projects, but yeah, the guy's pretty freaking awesome. So okay, so now we can see a little bit what we're up against up in the mini-map. Alright. Shouldn't be any big problem. What I'd really like to find is some more metal spots. Let's do a little scouting around. Ah, there's one. That'd go away. That'd be gone. I could... Wow, I can actually... Ah! It helps if your D-gun aim doesn't suck. And I'm running out of energy. Shit. Okay. So, that could have gone better. But, all in all, oh, hell. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let our factory not build. Whoops. Okay. One thing that makes this a little difficult is I am running in windowed mode, and as a result, when I try to mouse over to the sides, sometimes I will end up off screen. Okay, so being this close to the edge of the screen is actually kind of annoying, but it's alright. Now, utilizing little tricks, solar panels make for absolutely wonderful dragon's teeth, especially when the game won't let you build dragon's teeth yet. So, let's see if I can put one next to it. Not with all this crap here. Yeah, it's not gonna... I can't put one there. Okay, so let's do that. Have we got enough? Not yet. We're getting there, though. This is a situation where it's great to have hammers. Love me some hammers. Love me some thuds more, but, hammers are alright. Ooh, they got gators. Honestly, when it comes right down to it, when you get really in the thick of a fight, to some extent, it's almost better in a lot of ways if you separate... Oh boy, I'm in a bad spot. If you separate your unit groups into two groups, basically leave the hammers idle, and the peewees doing micro. Man, they have a lot of units. This is actually a little bit more difficult than I remembered. Which, hey, I am fine with that. Yeah, see, there's thuds. Love my thuds. Alright. So now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to build a chain of LLTs up there so I can have my little perimeter. And this guy is going to go behind and start reclaiming all that metal. One of the very innovative things about Total Annihilation was the introduction of reclaiming things. I mean, units dying, you get to reclaim their wreckage for a portion of the original resources that they cost. And even taking that further, later on in the line, you get access to a resurrection K-bot. All right, let's go. Helps if you can select both of them. There we go. Get my guys out of there. Okay, I want these guys to go along the line of towers. Now, one of my favorite early missions is the 4th mission, the one coming up in just a moment. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna say this is really entertaining, though. I enjoy these missions a lot. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Pee-wee's win button. Okay, let's go ahead and save my game. Okay, and let's go on to the next one.
The core invasion of Imperion reached its most critical point when core forces destroyed one of the major planetary habitats and used the raw materials to construct a full-scale outpost. The core base extracted resources directly from Imperion itself and began producing battle units at an alarming rate. This represented the foothold needed by the core for the success of its invasion of the ARM home world, which in turn would ensure the ARM's final and destruction.
Yeah, one thing Jazzcash mentioned in the chat is the rotations of the buildings when you build them. I really like that. It was one of those kind of neat things. It's still within the square, you know, because every building has a square that it's built in. But within that square, it would rotate the buildings a little bit, and so it just kind of gave a little bit of kind of realistic haphazardness to it. It was pretty awesome. Okay, mission number 4. Locate core mining and communications facilities. Destroy all core units. Priority 1. Core contamination of Empyrean has gone too far. Destruction of core mining and communications base on the frontier will disrupt core data transmissions and deprive core of rare minerals. Info feed. Warning, warning, warning. The core base is well protected. Establish a base in order to have sufficient strength to complete the mission. The enemy is aware of your intent and may send a pyro assassin teams against you. A Zeus model armed Zeus is provided for your protection. Repair units when possible. End. Alright, let's get started. May I mention the irony of the fact that the spider units are basically a brain inside a machine? And patterning's bad, kids. Don't pattern. You know, pattern is like drugs. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? Alright, so let's get started. And then the idea that core is extracting resources directly from Empyrean. Because, you know, that's not what this whole game's about or anything. Ah! Well, lost my first unit to forest fire. That's annoying. So, alright. Let's see. I can do this with K-bots or vehicles. Should I use K-bots or vehicles? Someone tell me. K-bots or vehicles? Jeez, these guys won't quit. Go away! Alright. We're gonna go with vehicles. Okay, what can we build? Hopefully we can build... Oh man, we can build lots of stuff. We've got Jeffy scout tanks and flash tanks. And I can actually afford the expense. Good. Alright, let's do a little scouting. Let's find us some metal. This is actually a fairly big map. Oops. Ah. One thing I find myself missing greatly, and you know, I didn't way back then, but I absolutely do now, is I really miss hotkeys. Oh hell. Alright. So, there's some instigators up north. I thought I turned unit replies off. Oh well. Okay. Oh boy, I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. But that's okay. I've got vehicle zerglings. The flash tank had a character, or a, it had a, well yeah, it had a characteristic known as, total bullshit. And that's the fact that the flash tank is possibly the most unbalanced tank in any RTS game ever, and of course gonna be all kinds of people arguing about that one. But in Total Annihilation, I always felt like Core was kind of on the back foot a little bit, and it's kind of true they were. Core is about pure muscle mainly, and so their units are beefier and slower and stuff like that. But the Flash Tank in multiplayer, if you were up against somebody who really knew how to control them, you were in trouble. Speaking of instigators, part of the reason is because of the just ungodly fire rate that the Flash Tank has. It's pretty ridiculous. But okay, let's go. Ooh, that's... screwed that up pretty nice. No worries. Okay. The nice thing is they keep feeding me metal. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to produce peewees too. Might as well, right? Let's see what we can do to get rid of this annoying as hell. I think there's 3 up here. Ah, die! There we go. Okay, so we've got rid of those. Make an epic crapload of peewees. Now I could also make stumpies as well, but in this case, I don't really need them. Uh-oh. Out of position for that. That's no good. In the process, I can claim another metal extractor. That's another difference between Total Annihilation and a lot of RTS games back in the day. A lot of them had... Well, you had Command & Conquer, which had the Tiberium patches, which, you know, you actually had to go and gather, but it was generally from 1 or 2 or 3 places on the map. It wasn't spread out all over the map. Total Annihilation was really different in that respect because of the fact that the resources are everywhere on the map. And so as a result, you have to be pretty proactive as far as going out and getting resources, otherwise you just get clobbered. Alright. Let's see if we can finish this. Oh. The plus shoot all command in Total Annihilation directs your units to shoot at every enemy unit they come across. Normally they will ignore buildings unless specifically told to attack them. Mainly so that way if you... Let's say you go into a base or something like that, your units will focus on the other mobile units instead of on buildings. I believe the exception is defense turrets. Defensive turrets, rather. Man, this guy has a ton of stuff. Gotta love the battles in Total Annihilation. Okay, reinforcements. Let's queue up more. Alright. Let's go. Oh, Reapers. I see your Reapers and raise you a bunch of flash tanks. Reapers didn't get enough love in Total Annihilation. Ah, man, I'm getting my ass kicked. I gotta get out of here. I can afford it for a little while. I'm going to build another factory, and we're gonna make stumpies. In the meantime, I'll run up here and grab this. Oh, I didn't see that one. Ah, shoot. Let's grab this one too. Alright, so let's make stumpies. And oh boy, I am running out of energy like crazy. That's okay. He'll just come back here and make another couple of these. I've only got 2 stumpies, but I'll try an attack on that. I believe in these early missions, the AI does not rebuild whatever you kill. As far as units go, I mean. So I shouldn't have to worry about those Reapers again. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, Reapers kind of got a bad shake in Total Annihilation. They were kind of an in-between unit. Above them you had the Goliath, which Goliath was just plain out and out, just 100% absolutely badass. But then you had the Reaper, which was kind of an in-between tank between a Raider and a Goliath, and it wasn't particularly good at either role. Which is really a shame, because Reaper was one of my favorite core vehicles. It had the advantage of being maneuverable. But still pretty hard hitting. But on a cost basis, it just really wasn't as good as the Goliath. Man, these towers really are tearing me apart. I'm gonna have to back out of here again. But at least this time I didn't get my ass completely handed to me. That's encouraging. Okay. Until my reinforcements get down here. Well, looks like a couple instigators followed me. That is not good. Oh wow, a whole army followed me. Oh, pyros too. Pyros tend to be fairly bad news. not something you want to meet in a dark alley. Especially the fact that they can cause these forest fires, which will eat down the health of your units. Got quite a graveyard going on down here. Let's see if I can get up here and kill this. Not entirely sure why Core feels they need to have 5 radar towers on Wind Hill, but more power to them, right? Okay. Let's get some reclaim action going on here. I must say, I really do enjoy this mission. It's not that it's particularly hard. I mean, honestly, with my RTS experience, I don't really think any of these missions would really qualify as hard. But, frustrating maybe. But not particularly difficult. But they're just a lot of fun to play. Okay, and by now we should have plenty of backup. Oh. By the way, anytime you hear this, that means I double tapped my unit group key trying to center on that group. That's one thing that is not in Total Annihilation, is you can't double tap to center the camera on a group. Which isn't that big of a deal, but it is nice to have. Yeah, we're just chewing through units like crazy, aren't we? Okay, let's do this. Alright. There we go. Man! That is a lot of weasels. I'm pretty sure all I have to do is just clear out the last of the enemy units on the map. Shouldn't be too difficult. There's probably just one or two here and there. You know, I say this mission isn't particularly hard or anything, and none of them are really that difficult. Well, they aren't really attacking me right now, so that plays into it a little bit. Victory! Yeah, alright. I used to really love these when I was younger. Well, back in 1997 when I had this game, these screens on the back here, I'd always make them my wallpaper and stuff like that. God, I loved them. You know, alright. Okay, let's go ahead and save the game and continue on. The gate to Thalassene? Let's see if I remembered that right.
The core invasion of Imperion had failed, although the remaining troops would fight on until they were destroyed. It was then that the ARM commander recognized the singular opportunity to take the offensive, using the Galactic Gate against its creators. It would be the turning point of the war.
Alright, Mission 5. Locate the Galactic Gate. Eliminate the core base, destroy all other core units, and capture the Galactic Gate. Special priority critical. Destruction of the core base will eliminate their foul presence from Empyrean once and for all. The Galactic Gate through which core entered our homeworld is in the area. Find that gate and capture it. The gate will be used to take the fight off-world. Info feed. Immediate construction of a secure base is critical. Core deployment is massive, and their patrols are frequent. Core's weapon technology has advanced. You are advised to build advanced units also. You will have a limited number of units on loan from Empyrean Navy at your disposal. You will find the new Triton-class amphibious tank useful on this mission. Helps if you can actually click on the right area to make it advance. Alright, let's start mission 5. Oh wow, okay. So they really hooked me up for this mission. Got all kinds of stuff. Oops. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys into just one control group, and these guys into another. I'm gonna have to change that later, but for now it'll be alright. Okay, let's go ahead and take some resources. Gonna need some solar panels. Actually, I should strategically place these. Oh, hell. Okay, alright. Here goes nothing. Yeah. Should be fairly easy. Oh, there they are. That's a unit I really liked in Total Annihilation, was the Fido. Unfortunately, it wasn't really that good when it came right down to it. Now, it looks like I have a Spectre in here as well, even though I can't actually find it. Alright, there we go. But, spoiler alert, I have bulldogs. I win. Okay, let's see. Pardon me. I think I'm going to try to concentrate more on advanced vehicles this time around. One thing I do want to do is take these skeeters. Do a little scouting. I'm curious to see if on this particular map. Ah, balls. Let's get some radar up so we can actually see what the hell we're shooting at. Okay. I don't know if they'll let me have Moho metal extractors yet. Hopefully they will. Oh! That's not good at all. Yeah, these guys are bringing the thunder. Okay, here we go. Let's see, what can we build? Okay. We can build sentinels. This is good. Missile turrets, guardians. There's the Spectre. I was looking for that thing. Ah. some point I'm going to get tired of rebuilding that metal extractor. Let me just go ahead and put up another LLT there. Okay. Alright. Let's put up an advanced vehicle lab. Preferably in a not too terrible spot. There we go. That'll work. Get all my guys out of the way. And in the meantime, let's put some radar up right here. Finish doing our water scouting here. Now, I wouldn't be too surprised if there were. Oh, hey. This is actually. Oh boy. Okay, so that's an island there. Whoa! I wouldn't be too surprised to come across some GAT guns or Guardians along the coastline, but what in the world? Oh, hell, missile towers. Whoa, looks like there is trouble in paradise. Well, this game really did just kind of stick me in the middle of it, didn't it? Maybe it got mad at me for that crack about it not being difficult. Okay. Get off my lawn. Okay, alright. And we got some income. Oh, hell. So I heard Empyreon needs more matchsticks. Okay. Just gonna give a stop order to all these guys. All these trees are really not helping me out. That's alright. I got this. Easy peasy. Now there's a favorite childhood sound. Bulldogs firing. Bulldogs have the most intimidating firing noise. Oh no, actually I take that back. The battleships in this game. Oh, hey, there's a K-bot. Or a constructor. Alright, come on. Kill the slasher. I'm running a bit lower on units than I care for. Okay, time to retreat. Let's go back. Okay, I got 3 bulldogs waiting for me. 4. Helps if you can count. Alright. Okay, I am going to put a guardian in hopefully not the worst position ever. Oh, holy shit. I missed all these metal spots here. To my credit, I am absolutely not familiar with the mission maps. Dim bulldogs. Yeah. Man. Alright. There we go. Wow. Man. Gotta love how these construction K-bots just gib all over the entire map. Oh boy. That's not a good sound. You know what? I wonder. Oh shoot. That's a bad idea. I think I'm probably gonna need some smaller, more mobile tanks. And what is this? That's not gonna happen. You can forget that right now. Holy crap. No! 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 Oh, no! Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. You know, it helps when you pay attention to what the hell is going on. Oh, that sucks. Okay, alright. Let's try that again. I can't believe I let that happen. That's only marginally embarrassing. Oh man. Oh, what failure. Okay, let's start this thing again. I'm gonna just skip past the narration since we already heard it. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. See, watch, I'm all serious business now. Alright. Thinking I'm gonna try try to keep from advancing a bit too quickly this time. I am going to try to clear out this side, because honestly, being stuck out here right in the middle of everything is pretty crappy position. But if I can come out here and clear out. Oops, I did not mean to move my entire army. You know, since this map is so forested, I might be a lot better off. Man! I might be a lot better off just going with Fidos instead of, Bulldogs. Because to be honest, I think the trees are blocking a lot of the Bulldog's fire. Okay. Let's get these rebuilt. I want to put up some... some sentinels. Well, shoot. I will say it becomes quite a bit more difficult when every AK... come on. Put up some radar. Sentinel. Sentinel. Okay. Here we go. This should help improve things nicely. Where the hell are you going? Let's reclaim some energy. Apparently I need more solar panels. There we go. This should improve my quality of life significantly. It'd be better if I had dragon's teeth, but unfortunately, putting giant chunks of metal in front of buildings in order to keep them from getting shot apparently is technology that hasn't come about yet. Shit happens. Okay, alright. Go ahead and reclaim a bunch of this junk. Okay, the Sentinel's almost done. Let's go ahead and give it a little help. This commander. There we go. Sentinels, baby. You don't want to mess with Sentinels. Alright. Okay, so... actually going quite a bit slower this time, but on the other hand... oops. kind of disturbing looking at the mini-map and, you know, just seeing enemy units like, you know, just a little ways ahead of you. Ah, there goes my sentinel. That sucks. Stupid slashers. Die, die, die. Die! And slashers managed to be a complete pain in the ass at pretty much all times. Okay, let's go. Solar panels in front of defense towers. Can't go wrong with it. One thing I do need is a couple more constructors, though. Okay. Take your ass over there and go do that. In the meantime, we'll have you come over here and build another sentinel. Oh shoot, don't reclaim it yet. Don't reclaim it yet. I was just kidding. Reason I say that is because I am currently maxed. Alright, there we go. Yeah! Dim sentinels. Okay. So, apparently we're running low on energy again. Okay. We'll go ahead and get started on an advanced factory. Get this guy to go over here and start making metal extractors. He may die, but that's okay. To be honest, we didn't like him a whole lot anyway. Okay. One thing that is nice, at least with them attacking me, it's feeding me metal. Makes being defensive like this a whole lot easier. There we go. Okay, let's have you reclaim this tree. Then you get to get out of the way and make solar panels. Yeah. Okay. In the meantime, I'm actually going to make flash tanks. Lots and lots and lots of flash tanks. And out of this factory, I am going to go for Fidos? Ah, no Fido? Why you no let me build Fido? That sucks. Okay. In light of that, we're going for the Triton. Little known fact, the Triton is actually quite a badass tank on dry land. It gets kind of a rap for being a crappy tank, but it's got a surprising amount of firepower underneath it. Yeah, what's up now? Oh shit! Okay. Alright. Let's hop on the good foot and do the bad thing. And let's hope that Tritons are actually as good as I remember them and not a pile of junk. But as I remember it, they have a nice bit of health, they have good firepower, and they can get their cannons into action quickly. Except for this is not going well. In fact, that went absolutely terrible. To work out another plan. Wow, does actually seem to be doing okay-ish. Dealing with these missile units is a pain. Okay. I think what we're going to have to do is rely on lots and lots of peewees. Sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? Get me some of these wrecks to reclaim. Oh man. Oh, I don't want to. Ah. Once these Guardians actually finish, it'll give me a bit of area denial. Here. There we go. Bam! Dim flash tanks. Okay, alrighty. So we have our two... Oops, I guess we have to get orders to them. Actually, you know what? Let's make 2 constructors each. Oh, that's why I couldn't find Fidos. Silly me. Fidos are actually a K-bot, even though... Yeah, well... They are awful tankish. Okay. So enough of this. Oh! Well, ain't that something? Can I capture? Well, that explains why I was having all kinds of trouble with that. We're gonna call that the proxy K-bot factory. Alright. Now, while I find this wreckage irritating as hell because now I have to navigate through it, it does serve the useful purpose of basically keeping him off of me. As long as my sentinels hold out. Which that one's looking a little crappy. Oh boy, do not die, do not die. Oh boy, don't die. I've got to find some way of go. Alright, so let's build an advanced K-bot lab and see what that brings us. Okay. Can't build Dragon's Teeth, but I can build solar panels. Ah, I can capture. I was just looking at the wrong menu. So that works. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. Alrighty. Get our solar panel up. Oh boy. Helps when you put the collector on it. There we go. Okay, so we have tons of flash tanks and tons of peewees. Turned into a regular full-scale battle. Wait a second, what did I just see? Alright. Getting solar collectors for free. Alright, I like this. I like free. In the meantime, we're gonna start making lots and lots and lots of Fidos. Okay, alright. So, let's take our guys here and start doing some raiding. There we go. Remember when I was talking about flash tanks and Pee-wees basically being Zerglings? Yeah, pretty much. There we go. I must say, doing this does make me miss this game a whole lot. Even so many years later, this game is awesome. Alright, there we go. Okay. So, in the meantime, since I've won this gigantically huge battle, I'm gonna sandwich him right in the middle. See how much you like this. This right here. Oh. Random AKs hanging out by a wind generator? Sounds legit. Alright. Let's move these guys over. Well, okay. Or I could spend a long time just trying to figure out where his last unit is. Oh, you know what? I'll bet it's underwater. Nothing like doing a zigzag. There we go. Uh oh. That guy's here found something. Oh! Still had it. How'd it go by all here with that and miss all this junk? He must have had a constructor that survived and gone through and rebuilt all this stuff. Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise. Oh, that's why it wanted me to, okay. So I suppose I can stop making flash tanks now, as well as Pee-wees. And I made all those Fidos and never used them. It's an efficient use of resources. Okay, alright. So I need to get my commander over here. I'll admit I'm a little confused. Because apparently I need to... Apparently there's some islands here. My submarines... Oh! There's some ships here. Okay. So apparently my submarines... got the torpedo launcher. That's good. See if they can manage to pick off the ship that was running around here. Doesn't really help that they have a visibility of about 2 feet, but let's see, do I have any Tritons left? Yes, I do. Got at least 2. Suppose I'll have my factory start making a whole crap ton of these. And I believe there's a missile turret on top of here. Ooh, there's an island here. To see if there's anything on top of it. You know what? I'll bet you. Oh crap, it's a gat gun. Not good. Oh boy. Okay, so long story short, not a good place for my commander to be hanging out at. Okay, so we have some Tritons. Well, that one managed to make it up there. Good. Okay. I was so focused on the land battle part of this that I didn't really pay attention to the water part. Oh, I forgot about that. Which I don't know why I would, but for whatever reason it slipped my mind. The commander, you can cloak him. Of course, it's expensive as all hell to do so. I believe it costs 1,000 energy. I believe. Let me Yeah, find out. No, it only costs 204, it appears. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Seems like I remember it being a lot more expensive. Not that I'm complaining. Oh boy. Okay. And there's the Galactic Gate. Tritons are tough and pretty cool guy and doesn't afraid of anyone. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get another factory going here because yeah, clear out some space. It appears I have hit the unit limit, which just means I need to self-D a bunch of problem solved. Okay, so I've got quite a few tanks up here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can take this over. Oh, shoot. Okay, kids, so when you do this mission, make sure that your tanks don't get stuck behind some wreckage and end up killing the Galactic Gate. That's frustrating. But, no matter. Oh man, that is annoying. Well, no big deal. I will go ahead and save, and I'm gonna call it for now. I'll be doing this a bit later on. I'm gonna go on to through the whole 25 missions. I think it's 25 missions total, and then court contingency as well. So, alrighty. Well, I will see you guys later.